Hello dear friends, I'm glad to welcome everyone watching Sotnik-TV this moment. My name is Alexander Sotnik. I'm streaming from Bratislava, the capital of Slovakia. It's 7 p.m. in Moscow, and it's 1 hour less here in Slovakia. And soon the difference will make 2 hours due to the switch to winter time. So it will be 2 hours less in Slovakia than in Moscow. Nevertheless, the streams will go on Saturdays 7 p.m. Moscow time. I don't know whether you've noticed the new form of the interviews on Sotnik-TV. I wish you wrote that in the comments to this video, whether you enjoy that, whether you are comfortable, whether you're getting used to that. Please describe your experience in the comments to this stream. We are working to have such picture finally live, having the experts go live, having the news live, which I would like to do, as the news show obviously needs to go live. If we don't make it with picture, at least streaming live here and now we'll always be able to tell what has happened. Doesn't that make sense? News needs not to be out. As you understand, the technical part of that is not that simple. The expenses are really high. It costs tons of money. And the funds we've accumulated thanks to you and your donations are obviously not enough. We'll move from a small to a big though, step by step at least, making a professional channel. That's what we are doing already. Of course, thanks to the team we built, and that might even grow, I assume. And thanks to your financial help. Please see the payment details in the description. I understand that the times are hard for everyone and there's the wild crisis in Russia, and everybody's out of money. So personally I'm ready for some very small donations. So be it, that means that we'll move slower than I wish. As we all understand that I may wish something, but the severe reality we all face is different. Well, life is life. Of course, let me address potential advertisers. We keep looking for potential advertisers, so please email at prsotniktv@gmail.com. You'll get an answer with a personal offer for each advertiser. So please, we'll make sure you have that all. Let's cooperate, as our audience is very clever and good. The quality is really high. It's not just about the quantity, which is also impressive. We have 445,000 and are moving forward 450,000. We'll have 500,000 pretty soon. Considering a huge amount of people in Russia afraid of subscribing to our channel, as they simply don't want to expose themselves, but keep it as a tab and watch frequently, not being subscribed, we can double that number. So I assume we are talking in actual million viewers watching Sotnik-TV channel. So don't forget about that. Please cooperate, as we have a PR service, a commercial department that always responds and makes everyone happy. Today, on September 7th, 2019, the Lansat exchange took place. The exchange formula was 35-35. Sintsov, Kolchenko, Grib, Klich, Karpyuk and the rest came back to their native Ukraine. Propagandist Vyshinsky came back to Russia. And the rest of they're not their men. Semach was also given away. Let him swim to his native manifold. President Zelensky assured that Semach had been questioned before the exchange on MH17 case. So they have all the evidence now and he won't get out of it in no case. Personally, I assume that next, Lubyanka guys will ask what he has told back there, so that he tells. Then they will shoot tons of rebuttal videos with him. And after that, the patriot's heart may give out. Why would Putin want the participants of the attack against this civil airplane, MH17, alive? He doesn't need them. It actually looks like no exchange would take place, if not for that Semach, who the SBU was very fortunate to capture in the town of Snezhnoye. That costed one human life, by the way. One of the participants of that capture operation got killed as a result of that. And we need to remember that as well. So we'll keep an eye on that precious skin. But I'm afraid that soon that will be hidden away from us. They will dig it as deep as they can so that no memory remains. We sure noticed the difference of how those returning were welcomed in the airports of Boryspil and Vnukovo. The entire spirit of the event, not the protocol, but the spirit itself. Not only journalists gathered in Boryspil, but also the relatives, the close ones, as well as simple Ukrainian citizens. The president, along with other politicians, was there, which is understood as they couldn't miss such event. It was not about PR. That was a huge event at the national level. That was very important for the nation. Sentsov released was awaited for several years. And of course the several months wait for the sailors, who became the prisoners of war and Putin's hostages. There were hugs and harsh looks towards Zelensky. There were tears of the close ones and the relatives, and some real emotions that overlapped. Everything there was alive and sincere. There was pain and joy. I noticed Sentsov got older. He got older a lot. Well, they all didn't get younger there, as well as their relatives. Yeah, that was something cheerful today. That was some sincere and true joy. And then the footage from Vnukovo came. They come down the ramp, some journo behind the camera says, "Congratulations, it's over, you're home now." So they come down all with their bags. And no one actually welcomes them. We don't see anyone rushing to them, hugging. No one gives a damn about them, to be honest. They're some expendable. They have been used as some condoms in a political whorehouse. Now they are done and need to go to a dump yard. As Putin likes to say, easy, easy. Some faces were blurred over the TV, as you may have noticed. They can't be shown being they are not there, man. Since they were not there, now they simply need to be gone like they have never existed. As the hybrid aggressor rule sounds as following: that wasn't me sending you there. You need to thank for getting you back. You weren't supposed to get imprisoned anyways, and once you did, that was your fault. And now you owe me with your life. And once you owe me, please be gone, so that I never see or hear about you again, and so that everyone forgets you as soon as possible. Like you've never existed, you don't exist. And their faces have been blurred, so that they are not identified and get forgotten faster, just like the crook's nightmare, who was reminded of who he was. Propagandist Vyshinsky was welcomed by Skobeyeva and Kiselyov. They put him to a van and drove away. Now they will use him at full power, according to his profile, though I don't think that will last long. They will squeeze him dry and throw away. As Georgy Satarov correctly wrote, I would shoot myself once welcomed by Kiselyov. It's hard to disagree on that one. So I bring my sincere congratulations to the released Ukrainians, to their friends and relatives. My congratulations to all those preparing that release, to the diplomats and the politicians, to all those involved. I mean involved, not tagging along like that Medvedchuk. My congratulations to the citizens of Ukraine, to those caring about the ongoing events, to those worried, as well as to they are not their men returned to the land of Lubyanka. Congratulations. Next, you will get what you deserve from your sadistic motherland. You are guilty in front of it, with the entire fact of still being alive. You should have died as you weren't there. But you prefer to survive your vermins and to make a problem. Now that problem will be solved by the motherland fast and efficiently. All will be forgotten. All of you will be flushed out. Regarding the modern fleet of the great and terrible one, including those submarines that sure will dive and make it to the point, striking with their rockets from over there. Here's the news. 3 Russian Navy submarines that are currently located in Syrian port can no longer carry out their mission. The reason of that failure are the batteries installed on those submarines. The batteries are old and produced in the USSR, and the new ones from abroad are unavailable due to the sanctions. According to a source, the foreign batteries allow the vessels stay underwater during 5 days, and that the Soviet ones allow 48 to 72 hours. The problem was already located in Syrian port, as the batteries weren't used during the journey. That is specified to be about the new submarines of Russian Navy in Novorossiysk, Rostov-na-Donu and Stary Oskol. Those were released in 2014-2015 and were in particular armed with caliber cruise missiles. The Ministry of Defense of Russia refused to provide any comments on that. The only comment that comes on my mind: aren't those sanctions useful? They certainly are. Aren't those? The sanctions against aggressive Russia are useful for all the mankind. The stinky poops have stagnated and can sail no longer. They have discharged, so let them stay. Let them keep staying in that Syrian port. And the 3 Russian officers who died in Syria a couple of days ago, let them lay, as they had no business in Syria. Once you count the children killed in Syria as a result of Russian training bombings, you understand that 3 Putinists make nothing. What critical interests does Russia have there? Does our border lay there? I don't think so. It's just Putin silently and cowardly, supported by Russian citizens, keeps murdering the people of Syria. The coward people of Russia will get it in future, of course, when their country starts to ruin. Then they wonder sincerely, why us? What is our fault? Just like Sharikov by Bulgakov. What that was for? That was for the tap and for the cat. That was for Georgia, for Ukraine and for Syria. That was for, we can repeat, for all that. That seems to be it for today. I repeat, it's September 7th, 2019. And that was the news, that was the week. And as usually, there's just one thing I ask you about. Take care of yourselves, as that would be really stupid. To run towards a train, yelling, "I'll hit you." You won't. You need to preserve yourself for a certain moment. You come out not alone, but among millions of people. I believe that moment will come. It may come even faster than we expect. Thank you for watching this show. Take care of yourselves, of your children, of your friends and relatives. And make sure to take care of your hearts and souls. See you in 1 week.